Can you tell me if you see my screen correctly? Just to have a confirmation. Up. Tick, tick, tick. Okay, yes, you do see my screen correctly. Perfect. Up. So, basically, what is this about? First of all, this conference will be on replay. I'm currently recording it, so no worries if you can't attend to all of that. Obviously, as you guessed in the title, this is a presentation about our brand new tool, a tweet copier called Thor. I'll try to be a bit concise there because there is actually a lot of things to say. The most important of which is that this product Thor is a direct result of our usage of this same product. Meaning that Thor is actually the thing that we use ourselves at Phoenix to copy every single Phoenix trader, which is why it has some very cool features that I will present to you. But yeah, basically it's a tweet copier that we use ourselves because we didn't find any good way to do it otherwise. So first of all, let me present you this pretty cool website. One thing is that you can access to this website right here, or you can go to phoenix.com and go to the ecosystem part, and there is a page that was added called Thor, and then you have some more infos. That's basically the same thing as the other websites, but put it in a different format if you want. So, first of all, Thor is a Windows software. Okay, it's basically a .exe that you have to install on your Windows and that will run as a standalone if you want. But it's also a server tweet copier, meaning that what you will do is install a client, a Windows software, and this client will just be a kind of interface to the Thor server. And this allows us to have some extremely cool features, like the fact to be able to share your connections with other people that have Thor. So we'll do that in a moment, but running on a server and having a client interface, brings kind of the advantages of both of the world, and and I'm really looking forward to present you to that. So let's go further. First of all, I'll do a quick tutorial on how to actually access the software. As I've said, you have this part here, Thor, and you just have to basically click on this free 7-day trial button, and then either you are like me, a registered user on Phoenix, either you can sign up in this page, register, and you just have to check out, and there you go. One important part here is that if I go to my account with this beta test account, obviously, you see that I don't have any Phoenix eval, and yet I have some Thor credentials. Obviously, they will be deleted after this cool video, but I have some credentials there, meaning that you absolutely do not have to be a Phoenix client to be able to access Thor. Okay, those are really two standalone products, if you want. Obviously, Thor completes the Phoenix ecosystem. That was kind of the whole point, but you don't have to be a Phoenix client to be able to use Thor, and vice versa. Even if you got a pretty cool discount if you are a Phoenix client, but I will come to that a bit later. So, as I said, you have for your subscription a free 7-day trial, so you can really test, see if you like it or not, and cancel before having spent a single dollar. And when you have checked out, you are on this Phoenix page. So there is no my account space on this website. Okay, it's just for presentation, everything happens in phoenixfunding.com. So you just have to basically click on download Thor. That will download an installation file like you have already done 1,000 times probably, and then you can watch this installation tutorial to install the exe. What you will have next is this software. So I've opened it already, so we don't have to go to this extensive logging process. And what I will just do is pass my credentials and password right here. So let me copy that and copy that, and let me fetch them. Clack. Up. I'm copying that. So tack. Shoop. And one is done, and the other is also done. So tack. And as you see, it does that when you are logged in. So let me just do a little thing there, because you will understand why. I've already entered some credentials, and for a reason you may understand, I didn't want to share the raw credentials in this video. But anyway, when you will connect for the first time with Thor, you will see this interface. I mean, I should delete that and delete that too, so you can really see the blank interface. So this is what you will have when you will launch Thor. Okay, so pretty blank interface. You will have the same connection tutorial as this button there, and the first step here would be to add a connection. So Thor supports, and that's a very important part, 3 data feeds currently. You have Rhythmic, DXFeed, both live and prop obviously, and Project X. And those below that are either declinations of Rhythmic with Top Step, for example, or if I scroll down to My Funded Futures, for example, if you want to have a DXFeed data feed. So for this little presentation, what I did is that I basically clicked on Rhythmic, and then I was able to enter my credentials, username, password, server, etc. And on DXFeed, on DXFeed, it's the same thing. You have to enter username, password, simulation or real. For the prop firms, it's real. Okay, it's not simulation. Actually, you don't ever use simulation at all. It's used for when you develop the API, but it's not used when you actually use it anyway. So once that's done, you will have let me see. Okay, you will have this user list. So I can just show you the account ID. So you see I have 3 account ID already there. Oh, you had a question, Jared. Nice to see you again. I remember you for quite a few months ago. Also nice to see you, Andres. One of the Phoenix Merit live funded accounts. Any plan to add Tradeovate support and possible Mac version? Tradeovate, we are in discussion to integrate them, but actually they are kind of a headache to work with. You know, they have been bought by Ninja, and since then they are not tight on partnerships, but the management is a bit weird. I mean, even with Phoenix, I mean the prop firm, we have tried to integrate Ninja and Tradeovate since a long time, and each time it's excuses like, oh, we are developing a new prop firm system or things like that. And that's the same thing with Tradeovate. So that's not like a compliance issue for the prop firm. That's the same thing with Thor, sorry. So that's not like we are a firm that is not compliant with their rules. That's just weird management from their side. But anyway, and a pushable Mac version, yes. Normally, it won't be a Mac version, but this software is coded in a language called Java, and Java can be exported to a website. So we're currently working on that. And that will be done. I don't have any TA yet, but that will be done within a few months, I'd say. But anyway, once this is done, okay, so let's say I've added my connections, etc., you will automatically have active connections on your side. This button is here if you want to disconnect the connections from Thor, for example. So, as you can see, I have two Redpick ones and one DXFeed prop. So I'll just save users. So quite important there. Thor is basically working on a two list systems. You have the user list and the account list, meaning that, for example, if I went away and went to this account list, which is empty, and the account list is where you will add your trade copier settings, the leverage for each account, etc., etc. You will see that this button switches in blue, meaning that if you click save, it will only save this account list. So every change you make in user list will not be saved. It will only be saved when you click on save users. So that's a pretty important thing to take into account. But anyway, you see here that there is a status that is updating fairly quickly, and the connections are currently happening. By experience, and everything is not connected. By experience, Rhythmic takes a while to connect compared to DXFeed. That's an API. That's a problem for their side, I'd say. But anyway, if you see all of the status here, connected, you're all good to go. So it appears that we are able to have multiple Rhythmic connections with Thor. Yes, absolutely, Eric. And I hope you don't mind, Eric, because you may recognize this account ID because it's literally yours. Okay, I will use it to because you have a very interesting example for me. So yeah, I hope you don't mind. Okay, so yeah, you don't have any connection limit or any account limit with Thor, and that's a part where I will take my website back and guide you through the through this comparison table view. Actually, not even that, to this thing. Okay, so I think yes, multiple Rhythmic paper accounts on the same server, no problem. I think that the most important part of Thor is that unlike any other trade copier currently available, it doesn't have any limitations on either the number of machines, number of accounts, number of connections. If you go through all of the other trade copiers, and that is this table view, you see that basically either the number of machines is limited, the number of connections you can have, the number of accounts per connections with TradeSyncer, for example, and those number evolves with successive plans, etc., etc. And Thor, I will answer the question in a minute. Sorry. And Thor is the first one that does not have any of those limitations. For the actual best price available by far, I can show it to you right now. It's literally $39 a month, and because you are intending this great launch, it's at only 19.5, so 15% off lifetime. So this is literally the cheapest trade copier available, even if you take every feature into account. What was said? Tac. Other copiers make reverse entry, though they are configured to copy straight. It's a bug sometimes they do, an account gets banned. How you handle this type of bug in your app? Make reverse entry. This is we do have a safeguard for lost positions, meaning that if the leader doesn't have any position, the follower will not ever have any position either. But for accounts that have that are copied into reverse straight away. Actually, I don't really know. I don't really know. It's possible. We'll get to that later. There's a feature for that to reverse copy. I mean, but it's very. It has a lot of parameters to reverse a position. So I don't think it can be done in a bug. That would be weird. The problem is I had the early beta was I trade on a Rhythmic account on Ninja Trader, then I could not log in Thor to copy without kicking me out. Yes, yes, Todd, right, you're right there, and that got fixed mainly because of what you said at the time in the beta version. If I go there up on this Thor page, you see that we have a very cool integration with Rhythmic because it doesn't take the market data. So there are some exceptions to this. For example, if you cross trade mini to micro, it does use the market data at some point to only fetch the symbols and then stop using it. But we'll see that. But anyway, you will not have this problem anymore with Rhythmic. That's something we fixed. So back into my software. Tac. You have connected to the accounts. Now up you will go to account list, and the next part is to add an account. So you have up here all of the accounts possible here. So Phoenix 76 is actually my test account for Phoenix. So as you can see, I did a lot of testing. But anyway, you have the account, the provider next to it. For example, if you sign up with My Funded Futures or TopStep, you will see the My Funded Futures or TopStep logo there. And same for all the DXFit prop firms, not Rhythmic. But anyway, so let's say I want the leader to be Phoenix 80, and the follower to be Phoenix at say 81. Boom. Then I enter my multiple coefficient, the leverage basically. So about this leverage, very important. You can put 1, 2, 3, whatever. If you put 1.2, for example, a decimal number, I mean, what will happen is that it's called cross trading. You probably know that. And cross trading is a bit special with Thor. It works, and it works. Oops, sorry, I have a call, and it works in the. I will show you. It's a bit complex to explain. So, for example, I will stay with a one-on-one QF. I have the stop loss. Let's say I'll put a stop loss at 1,000 and a TP at 1,000. Meaning that if your PNL, which is tracked with Thor on a real-time basis, goes below or above 1,000, it will liquidate the account. So exit all of the positions, flattening it, a liquidation. And here you have a button to reverse or not. So that's what you were mentioning, Zoe. Is reverse? No, yes, and yeah. So I just put no there and up. So here I have my my account. So as you can see, Thor is organized in a table view way on both of the lists. So you can easily duplicate your accounts if you click on that button. You have this pop-up, and the account is duplicated. You can also easily delete it if you just click on this little pencil, delete, and deleting confirmation pop-up. And here you have a few things. First of all, you can reverse. You can reverse here, same settings as before, and you can if I go there. You have a few more settings. Click. So the things I would present to you today, because it's not really useful, I go further than that, is auto liquidate leader and disable micro orders. If you activate that, Thor will not copy any of the leader accounts, any of the micro orders made by the leader accounts. For example, if I am on a one-on-one there, and I copy, let's say, the micro Nasdaq MNQ. If I have that on, it will not copy it on the follower. So that's useful for risk management, and we have this as a request, and we also use that on ourselves. And you have auto-liquidate leader, meaning that if, for example, the follower gets liquidated before because he has reached either the stop loss or the take profit, it will also liquidate the leader. So if you have multiple accounts, for example, if you copy five accounts like that, it's a settings to be very careful with, because it will actually liquidate Phoenix AD, but the copier is still active on Phoenix AD because it still copies, let's say Phoenix, let's say this is a 2, so it copies Phoenix 81 and 82. If 81 is liquidated, this feature is on. It's a bit of like cascade, if you want. It will liquidate all of the accounts that the leader has. So, tac. Once this is done, let's just go to this left bar and save. Up. And so we have a 10 seconds waiting delay, because this is the time it takes to like transfer to the server. So right now, up 10 seconds have gone. I'm going to, well, my PC is running out of memory. I will go on Quant Tower if I can, Slack, and TP per trade or overhaul for that account. It's overhaul for that account. And so for this video, I will use Quant Tower. I've already connected to my account, my Rhythmic account, so Phoenix 76, and I will just show some things to you if Quant Tower wants to work. I don't know why, but I always have problems with Quant Tower on this desktop. It's maybe because I have 6 screens. It doesn't really know how to handle them all. I don't know. But anyway, so here, I hope you can see that I'm trying to select the correct account, Phoenix AD. And I will also show you up Quant Tower's working order right there, up to show you that if I, for example, I place up one limit, it copies exactly at the price. Okay. If I modify that, you see, it's so fast that basically the price is it's the same refreshing time. You see, it's like it was the same account. So that's really cool. Also, quite a feature that maybe a bit not a feature but just a note. All of Thor's trade are noted with a TTM to indicate that it's a trade coming for Thor. Anyway, so now that this is done, I can for example, go to this and make a position. Let's say I'm doing this TPN limit, so TPN limit. And what I want to show you now, I will disable that always on top, is the case where you have multiple, either multiple brokers or the need to manage your position more effectively. For that, you can go up to the position menu item there, click on it, and then you will see a completely custom position per order thing, where you will see all your positions with your P&L, the side, etc., the entry date, exit date, the working orders, exactly the same thing, and the close positions. So for the close positions, no, you know what? Let me show you something really cool. So this thing, okay, can be because I know that a lot of people wants to like have a control of everything live. So you can call this stage multiple times, okay, and you can set them to different tables if you want. Or you can go to parameters there and click on compact view, and then it will expand this same stage, and you will see your positions, order and close positions on the same thing. And if you want to really go further, you have something called the risk manager view. So this is that thing. So this is way more massive than than the previous one, but basically it's made to be like if you have an extra screen and want to manage your account. So this is a live P&L chart that takes into account your highest P&L, lowest P&L, and projected P&L. So here I only have one trade, but let me close it. By the way, if you want to avoid having to go back and forth with the software, you can go to parameters there and click on always on top, and this stage will always stay on top. So let's say So let's say I want Stack to close this trade. Up, I'm clicking on close positions, and as you can see, the trade was finished. So it's not moving anymore. The net P&L was actualized. The net drawdown was made was updated too, and you have all of a lot of risk-based moment analysis updated in live. Sharp ratio, Sortino ratio, which is a derivation. All of those are explained in the question marks if you don't know what they are or how they are calculated. And basically you have a really comprehensive view. So apart from this really cool chart, for example, if I go on and do another trade, you will see that it will start to be actualized again. And then you see that there are basically three lines anymore. Three lines. The lowest unrealized losses. So it's the point where your account was the lowest. The projected P&L. So this is refreshed live to see where you are right now in your account. And the green one, which is the highest unrealized P&L. So this is super cool. Yeah, this is really great. And yeah, I can just close it right now. Click on flatten. As you can see, I click on flatten on Quant Tower. Everything got erased, and then I have this chart which doesn't move anymore. And up, my close position there are correctly saved, and I can even color them with the P&L. So that's it for the position view. Now let me show you something even cooler than that. The thing is that I have too many things to say. I'm trying to organize that in my mind. You have an economic calendar. on a side note, but here you have an economic calendar that will that is exactly the same thing as the Phoenix Instant Logger. So right now it's loading. Maybe we'll have to fix that. But no, it's working. It's working all of the time. It's just an economic calendar that will show a pop-up to you saying that there is this or this alert in 3 minutes before the actual events. So it's very useful for the FOMC, for example. The specificity of this economic calendar is that you have a distinction between 3 stars and tier 1. Tier 1 being the news that are restricted with a lot of prop firms. So it really shows you to get out of positions when there is a tier 1. So you cannot miss it, trust me. And you have the possibility to play a song anyway. Anyway. No, the cool part. And that's why I needed your account, Eric. So let me go up on Phoenix 84. You will understand why. Tack. On Phoenix 84, and let me also extend this thing. So here I have a button which is called Optimize. If I click on it, I'll see this chart. Clack. And this is actually up. This is tack, because I did some tests and I forgot to remove your account. Sorry. So I'm just waiting a bit for it to reload. Okay. So what is this really complicated and not that good looking interface? So this interface is something incredibly useful, and I will show it to you in a second. So when you will click on the optimize button, what it will do is that it will fetch all of the trades made on the leader account and compile them to optimize the leverage, the stop loss, and the take profit based on your past performances. So it takes the leader ID and not the follower, and it takes the trade you made when Thor was connected. So not the trade that you made before that, only the trade you made when Thor is connected. So here on Phoenix 84, as I said, I made those trades, 13 trades, not that good. But the cool thing is that I can add the account data of all of the accounts that I am connected to. So here, for example, I am connected to Phoenix 1616, and I will choose to add this account ID to my own trades to have a sort of aggregated performance, if you want. So those are the trade of 1616. So this is a view on a per trade basis, so it doesn't take time into account at all. It just takes into account the number of trades. So as you can see, it was a really steady growth until trade about I'd say 300, then crash, and then let's say stagnation. So based on that, our goal with this interface will be to optimize the P&L. So for that we have something called the dynamic leverage, and that shows up this green curve. So this green curve is the result of an optimization of Thor made with the following parameters: max leverage equals to 2, minimum leverage equals to 1, and 14 days of analysis period. What does that mean? It means that Thor, on a daily basis, you see, at this each time that this thing comes to 0, on a daily basis, will calculate what you did on the 14 previous days and determine if you are on a good or a bad trading cycle. It means that basically when you are a professional trader, something I've noticed while reviewing almost several thousand traders, is that there is basically no real good traders. There are always some good traders with bad cycles and good traders with good cycles, or bad traders with frequent bad cycles and a few good cycles. My point is that it will never happen that someone never has a bad cycle. And for this reason, this algo is here to try to prevent it or try to detect it before it happens. As you can see here, with a leverage max of 2 and a mid leverage of 1, it did follow the curve pretty steadily. At this point here, it was even below the orange. But when this account got really pumped up, if you want, look at the P&L that was on the green. It was extremely high, 17,000. That's enormous. But it doesn't prevent crashes. It doesn't prevent crashes at all, because as you can see here, on a single day, this account lost on a single trade, I should say. This account went from about, I'd say, 11,000 to 7,000, so roughly $4,000 loss. And because it was so high before, this loss got got duplicated twice, if you want, because it was the max leverage. So yeah, you had to absorb an $8,000 loss, which is more than most accounts can absorb. And that is where the final and by far the coolest feature, something that we use all the time, comes from. And that's why I'm so happy to present it. It's this dynamic leverage plus SLTP. So this line here shows you the equivalent of this green line if you had applied a stop loss of this value and a take profit of this value. As you can see, already interesting, by having a stop loss of $100 on a daily basis. Okay, this means that on each day, Thor will look at your P&L, and if your P&L of the day, not per trade, of the day goes below minus 100, he stops to copy. That's the purpose of this purple line. So very interesting to see that at the end of the day, the P&L in purple was already a bit above the P&L, the real P&L, all the while having maintained a maximum risk per day of $100 and a maximum gain of 102. But it gets really interesting when you expand things a bit to like maybe 500 of stop loss. So obviously, if you do that and keep the same take profit, you have a negative curve. But if you expand that, because this trader Eric, has a lot of good days, of very very good days. So let's say I take a profit of 1500, sorry. And here you see the real point of this feature. Look at this magnificent purple line. Basically, the point of the stop loss is that instead of taking $8,000 of loss, then you made this little thing that is not even visible, and you end up finishing your account with $20,000 instead of $5,000 of rough gain. So this feature on itself allows you to allow this account to basically quadruple his overall gain, and without risking more than $500 per day. And the very cool thing here is that we can go on up view trade detail, and this gives us the detail on a day per day basis. So for all of the day, as you can see, when there is a stop loss, it does that. So for example here, let's try to decrypt a bit this interface. On January the 30th, this trader made a trade on the Nasdaq, and he lost $600 right away. So this is the cumulative P&L that he had in the account at this time, and this is the simulated P&L that was duplicated by the green line. So this is the optimized P&L on the green line. So this line is this thing, and the cumulative simulated P&L is the cumulated simulated P&L of this green line. And on the purple one, you have this number of cumulative, and then you notice that after the stop loss triggered, this trader continued to trade. Eventually, he made zero after this trade. Three times 2,000 minus 600, sorry. But the trader stopped copying it because he has hit the take profit, so this data didn't move at all. And anyway, if we go all the way to the end, you see that as a final P&L, we have a staggering $90,056 compared to the cumulative. So this is the real cumulative, if you want, of a bit less than 5,000. So very cool feature. Very complicated to. Not very complicated, but that looks complicated. That's for sure. But that's incredibly cool, and that's included with every Thor purchase. There is no add-on or nothing. So you have access to that right away. And another really cool feature that I wanted to mention, and that absolutely no other copier has, is if you go to this left bar and click on this little thing up. So this is a menu that allows you to share your I will answer to that in a second, Eric. This is a menu that will allow you to share all of your connections. So all of the connections there, okay, all of those connections, you can generate a key that the person here will have to enter right here up, And when this person enters your key, then he will have access to all of your connections, and he will be able to trade the same accounts as you without taking an extra connections and without having the passwords. Meaning that if you want, for example, to manage a trading desk, okay, so you have a desk with your friends, let's say, and you want to trade a single Apex user, for example, Apex Water Funding. So you just share them your key, and they will be able to get your connections. And once the connections are shared, they can access all of your accounts, meaning that all of their accounts will show in this list. And after that, that's the exact same thing. You can set a leverage, optimize it, take profit, stop loss, reverse. All of that works the same thing, and that allows you to not being feared of how can I say that, being flagged for using multiple IP addresses, or flagged for different I don't know, behavior, or things like that. With the connection sharing, those problems are spared, and although it's a bit of a niche feature, it's incredibly useful if you are trading in a group rather than alone. But anyway, I'm not showing you my key, even though I could, because it really gives access to all of the connections, and yeah, that's not something that should be taken lightly. But if you want to do it, you're free to do. So yeah, Eric. Okay, so this is managed with the leverage metric. Yes, correct. So if I go to optimize again, tac, I have here a recommended leverage, and this is what this value here that you should put there, meaning that on a daily basis, this value will update, and let's say it gives you 1.2 or 1.3, then you have to do 1.2 or 1.3 in order to follow the results of this either green curve or purple curve, if you apply both the leverage and the stop loss and take profit. So yeah, that is something that you have to do on a daily basis. So you have to I can do it right now. You have to edit leverage, let's say 1.2 for example, up 1.2, and then up again and save. So that's how it works. And let's say now that I want to cross trade. So cross trading is when the 1.2 the decimal leverage comes into play, if you want. I mean, yeah, I guess a lot of people already know that, but yeah. Oh, what do you? So it's identifying your trend and instruct you to increase your leverage when you are trading well, decreases when you are trading it like garbage. Yes, that is exactly that. I couldn't have said that. I couldn't have said that better. And it does this. It does this analysis on this days, this period. For example, let's say that I'm up putting those value back. Let's say I play, and obviously it refreshes with when you type a value. So here we just try to look and see which value comes into the best results. If I go to 14, you see 14 on the 14-day analysis, you end up with better results. I guess if you go to 7, it's worse. 2, I don't think it's. Oh yeah, you know what? 2, it's. Yeah, that's actually a trap. 2 days analysis is good. On I mean, it looks good. The green curve is above the orange one. This is the goal. But on the other hand, it means that the cycle is very, very short. And as you can see, with the factors we take into account for this calculation, the moving average, which is always 10, it can be changed. It's always 10. Doesn't have enough data. So yes, it's good, but on the other hand, is it really trustworthy? I don't think so. Less than a 7 or a 14, that's for sure. But anyway, that's at the end of the day, that's something to play with if you want. Yeah. So now for the cross trading. let's say, for example, that I will put a 1.5. Should I put 1.5? No, I put 1.6 just to make things make things interesting. So I'll put 1.6. Rebasculate on my Phoenix Up AD account. Click on save, and then I will go back to Quantower. So Quantower up. Let's say that I will place a limit order there. Poof. As you can see, it did the following thing. So it did one mini for the leader account, which is logical, and one mini, 6 micros. The cool thing with Thor, but also a thing to take into account, is that when you change when you modify the quantity, if you want, it will also adapt with the number of micros and minis. It's not clear. Let me show you. For example, if I change this quantity from 1 to 2, okay, as you can see, it did 1.6 times 2, which is 3.2. So you actually end up with a 2 mini leader, a 3 mini follower, plus a 2 micros. So you actually have 3 minis and 2 micros, and that can be a trap because if you only set up, actually I don't think I will have enough margin on those accounts. But you see, I had enough margins. You see, if I set up another thing, it can be really tricky to how can I say, manage the difference between micros and minis if you are trading with a very specific leverage. So what I recommend you to do is to stick with a single position size and never move it, even though I think that it's really cool to see that the mini and micros adjust themselves and with like perfectly exact calculations. I mean, it's 1.6 times 2 exactly, it's not rounded to anything. That's my point. Apart from that, you have a chatbot, which is very useful. It can show you things like how to connect to Project X, for example. Project X up. So that's a basic chatbot if you want, but it solves I'd say 80% of the requests, and more importantly, it gives you the videos, because we have a lot of videos for Thor. To access them, you can go to up here and Help Center, and it will open you this little window with a gigantic number of not a gigantic, but a lot of videos to use Thor, the cool features that you have and that I didn't talk about in this presentation, and all of those cool things you can report if you miss a video. And the last thing I want to talk about is a feature that is actually both in no, it's not a feature, but it's something that you have to take into account. Let's say that I want to do a multi-broker connection. So I do that. So I want to do a one. If that's the case, so look at what you did. I went, what's the latency on executions? 17 milliseconds on average. 17 milliseconds. The blink of an eye is 100 milliseconds, so it's roughly 6 times faster than the blink of an eye. So yeah, 17 milliseconds, sorry. So yeah, let's say what I just did is the following. I went ahead and changed my rhythmic to rhythmic connection to a rhythmic to DXFit connection. In this case, I have to do this. I have to do view mapping, okay? Because Thor works on a mapping system, which actually allows you to like execute trade on let's say the S&P 500 on the leader and have them repercuted on, let's say, the Nasdaq on the follower. Feature called Supercross, but I won't talk about that too much. There's a video on that, and that's a bit long. But anyway, DXFeed and Rhythmic does not use the same symbol names. So what you have to do if you do a multi-broker connections is to make sure that you clear all right here and that you also auto-configure. And as you can see, when doing that, I now have DES at at being a placeholder for the current contract, and I have the different symbols name for the Xfeed. So you have to do that, else this will not work at all. So yeah, and then you just up it and click on save, and I'd say there you have it, a trade copier. So yeah, I think I was really enthusiastic, that's for sure, in this video. But anyway, if you want to, if you want to give it a try, for a fraction of a second, you saw the dozens of icons I have in my desktop. But anyway, if you want to give it a try, actually the best compare in the trading industry. Oh, and sorry, I forgot something very important. I was going to get someone would not be happy if I had forgotten that. If you go to close positions, you see that you have this button, analyze, up, and you are actually able to work with the Phoenix Instant Logger, which is our software, which is a Phoenix ecosystem software. I will insert just in a second DTS up. And so what I wanted to say is basically that alongside Thor, you have a free lifetime license of the Phoenix Instant Logger software available right when you purchase it. So if I go up to phoenixtraderfunding.com, up my account, beta test, I have Thor, and here on the side, Rhythmic I have obviously nothing, and Phoenix Instant Logger, up, I have my credentials alongside all of the useful buttons. And so if you want to see the Instant Logger, it looks like this. So those are sample trades. I'm saying that because I see that the final balance is minus 14,000. So yeah, sample trades. But yeah, it allows you to basically analyze your setups, do cross calculations, analyze your list and most profitable days. Great stuff, and it's integrated with Thor, so you are able to effectively save all of the trades that Thor gets. So all of the trades for all your connections, and to get them into Thor. So that's pretty neat. And to answer your question, how do we get this? Great question for me, thank you. You go to ThorTradeCopier.com or Phoenix Trader Funding and ecosystem Thor, and from there on you click on free 7-day trial, and you register and you enjoy the 7-day free trial. So you don't pay anything until you are absolutely convinced that this software is good. So yeah, and don't forget to use boom the 50% off Thor launch code available for 2 weeks until now. From now, sorry. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I hope you have enjoyed it. We'll market that quite heavily in the next few days. We also have a lot of features coming from. Basically, it's the end of a long development period for us. Yeah, pretty neat stuff. A big release every week for the next 2 or 3 is. Yeah, 17 milliseconds is too good. Yeah. Well, that's the benefit of running in a server, you know. That would be way worse if we had I won't enter into details, but the way Thor was made is via a system of a network of instances. For example, here you see that if you want to share connections, you have a little pop-up that says, to synchronize, you must absolutely have the same instance ID as the other person. And my instance here is instance 0, which is the first one. And so the point is that when there are too many clients or too many clients that are using Tor to handle for the server to handle properly, we just go ahead and duplicate the current instance and switch the new user to a new instance. So they just have to they do their life, in a separate little ecosystem, kind of the way Rhythmic or DXFeed operates, with them with their server, Rhythmic Paper Trading, Rhythmic Apex, Topstep, etc. It's the same idea if you want, but applied for a tweet compiler. So yeah, scaling is the way for this software. The only compiler that can be used with by scalpers. Well, you can probably. I think that if you want to avoid connection problems, that's the best. But I think that the others don't have that much of a delay either. Even if they were 6 times slower than us, 100 milliseconds, it's still doable, but yeah, sure, 17 is better than 100 or whatever the concurrence has. But anyway, okay. So that's it for this. If you don't have any other question, I'm gonna cut the live here. And yeah, don't hesitate if you have a problem to ping the staff or ping me or join the Discord, Thor Tweet Compiler Discord. I'll put the link right here. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.